Well, it tells a story, and the story it really tells is what you see behind you. If you're too quiet and don't talk, people get in trouble.
The Florida Holocaust Museum in St. Petersburg, Florida is the 5th largest in the country, and it didn't get to be that big because of large donations or plain old luck. This is more than just a museum. It's a place to teach and a place to learn.
And so what we do is use the lessons of the Holocaust to teach people not to be a bystander, that when something is wrong, you should speak out.
Hundreds of thousands of people visit the museum every year, many of them students who are learning about the horrors of the Holocaust for the first time.
The Florida Holocaust Museum hopes to prevent the silence of bystanders through education of young children. But the real story here is in the founder of the museum, Mr. Walter Loebenberg.
How's it look?
It looks good.
Looks good?
Walter Loebenberg is a Holocaust survivor. There are some things he cannot forget, like Kristallnacht, the night of pogroms across Germany, destroying Jewish homes, businesses, and synagogues.
I remember that very well.
He rode his bike home past a scene that will stay in his mind forever.
Back on my bicycle, going home, I went past the synagogue that I was bar mitzvah in, and there were a photographer there taking pictures, and smoke was coming out. And that synagogue became a very important part because it was picture taken before it was destroyed.
The synagogue was later burned down, and pictures of it are displayed in his museum. Mr. Loebenberg believes one of the best ways to prevent the Holocaust from happening again is by telling your story.
It's going to be Kristallnacht.
Marie Silverman is one of those storytellers. She speaks at the Florida Holocaust Museum twice a month and at local schools to students about her escape from France, barefoot through the mountains that eventually led her and her sister to America.
I really think that it is necessary for young people to know what transpired. They don't read about it in history books.
These are only a small fraction of the stories of those who survived the murder of 6 million Jews. And it's important for them to be told because hopefully hearing Mrs. Silverman and Mr. Loebenberg tell their stories will prevent genocide across the world.
I want them to realize that there was a Holocaust, and we were lucky to have survived.
Kari Beckerman, WUFT News.
He was afraid that the Wehrmacht would wipe out his people, but